Hi Twin Flames, hi Lightworkers. Lisha and Andy here again with another video. Thank you all for joining me. I want to just say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you guys for being here and also for liking and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate every single one of you that is on here. Make sure you go through and look at the page and see what videos you may like to watch that are going to be pertaining to your journey. I've tried to make it easy for you by putting together playlists so that you can know all of the videos that are meant to go together, okay? And hopefully that'll help you guys as far as looking for videos to watch throughout this page. And just wanting to let you guys know that that our journey is so beautiful and so significant. You guys are necessary, okay? As twin flames, as light workers, you are needed here on this planet to help heal, to help rejuvenate, and to revitalize this earth. And that will only happen once we all start to do that for our own selves individually. Okay, remember, this twin flame journey is not about your twin flame. It's all about you and how well you're able to love yourself unconditionally and grow in spirit, become closer to Father Mama, which is who I call Source or our Creator, and to be able to really grasp the concept of self-love and just being here to love unconditionally. That's what you are. You are liquid love. You are a beautiful soul that has come down and has chosen to come down by your own free will. You chose to come here and you chose to be a part of this world, to help take part in growing this earth and to making it a better place. Okay, so our mission here is very important. And once again, if you would like to know more about what your individual mission is, I do have our mission magic coaching sessions going on. So if you'd like to take part in that, email me. I'll put the email in the description box below. And then let me know what time you would like to have your mission magic coaching session. Okay, this video is going to be about 3 things that Father Mama has laid on my heart to talk about. And these things have to do with our twin flame journey and our light worker journey, as far as knowing what things we're going to encounter. Okay, and it's just 3 main things for right now that I want to talk about. The first one I'm going to talk about is homesick. Okay, you are going to get homesick on this journey, and that is just a guaranteed fact because you're not from here. We are all star seeds. We are all from other places, and you know, each of us identifies with a different place, or each of us might have a different way of identifying with a place. Okay, let me put it that way, that we came from. Okay, so if you feel as if you're a light worker or a being of light, you might identify with heaven as your place of origin. If you identify as a star seed, you might identify yourself coming from another planet or a star or another solar system or another part of the universe. Okay, if you are identifying yourself as different kind of species, you may have a totally different way of identifying yourself in another area altogether. But either way, we are all going to experience homesickness on this journey because we all want to go back home and we all want to have union with our Creator. And our Creator is ultimately who provided us these different ways of looking at our existence. You know, none of this came about as a result of us trying to figure these things out in our heads. All of this came about through divine intervention, through us having a connection with Source or Father Mama. We all had this connection that allowed us to see ourselves in a certain way, that allowed us to identify with different types of characteristics. And we can never judge anyone else for whatever they choose to identify with. So, you know, just like it is here as humans on Earth, as far as identifying, you know, with different genders and different types of, ethnicities and things like that, we all spiritually have different things that we identify with, you know, when it comes down to having come from another place and incarnated here on Earth. So just know that you should never judge anyone else for what they choose to identify as, and that includes spiritually as well. And that is something that, you know, will also keep you in a more neutral state of mind when it comes down to allowing yourself to love others unconditionally, is if you don't judge them for what they choose to identify as. Okay, I've gone across the internet, and on Instagram. I've been on Instagram, and I've come across several different people of different backgrounds with different ways of identifying themselves, and I embrace them all. I just take them for what they want to choose to see themselves as, and I just allow them to be, because we are just here truly to allow each other to be and exist. And no one wants to be singled out as crazy. No one wants to be talked about. No one wants to be ridiculed. Okay, so that is why I never entertain people who come just to troll or to make comments that are negative, because that is not something that Father Mama would want us to do, nor is it something that we would want happen to ourselves if we were to put something out there that might not be accepted by the norm. Okay, so these are all different ways of trying to um, basically show yourself that you are a loving creature, is by enjoying other people for who they are and allowing yourself to love them for who they are. Okay, so yes, number one is we're going to get homesick on this journey. And the other thing is your twin flame, if you have a twin flame, is going to also feel that homesickness, and they're probably going to be going through it at the same time as you. So just know that you guys are, you may both feel like you want to go home, that you don't want to be here anymore. That is a natural process. It's just something that we go through when we are in our slump, when we are feeling a little bit down about the trials and the things that we go on, the things that we go through when we're here on earth. It makes it a little bit difficult for us sometimes, and we have to learn how to adjust. We have to learn how to shift our mindset to think more along the lines of being, creature, being spiritual, being spiritual people. We have to think along the lines of the fact that we are here to heal, and that we are here to show others that we are a part of our earth's healing process. Okay, so homesickness. So if you've ever experienced that, leave a little comment in the comment box. Let us know what that means to you, where you come from, what you enjoy about this planet, if you do enjoy. And hopefully you do enjoy some things. Otherwise, you really can't call yourself a light worker or a twin flame if you're not enjoying this existence, because you chose to come here. You chose to overcome these things because you are a being of light. Okay, so always try your best to find things about this earth, this existence, this incarnation that you can enjoy, because that is going to help you free your mind and become more at one with your creator. And eventually you will go home. Eventually you will be reunited with the atmosphere that you belong to, whatever that might be, whatever you identify with. Eventually you're going to get back there. But for right now, we are all here for a purpose. We are all here for a reason. We have work to do, and we are very important as far as what we're here to do. And so always know that you're very important here. Your existence here is crucial, especially during this time. The world needs us now more than ever. The second thing I want to talk about is ascension symptoms. We will have ascension symptoms on this journey. We will be experiencing different things that will happen with our bodies, that will happen, to show us that we are experiencing different frequencies at different times that we may need to allow ourselves to heal and to elevate from. Okay, so there are lower vibrational energies that may try to seep in, and at times when that happens, we are responsible as our own person to be able to raise ourselves up and to use the love that Father Mama is giving us to heal ourselves. And so when we start to embrace that love fully during our meditations, during our times that we go out in nature, during those times that we are just actually able to be at peace and to slow things down a bit, to be able to call on our angels and have them help us with knowing what we need to do to show ourselves the most love we can during this time. Because ascension symptoms are very real, and you may not understand what's happening with your body. Okay, not only is there a Kundalini awakening that happens as a twin flame and light worker, but there is something that happens as far as like healing, an internal healing. Many people talk of it as the DNA changing in your body, that you're allowing yourself to go from a certain DNA structure to a new DNA structure that identifies more in the higher realms. Okay, so you have a higher self, that your higher self is communicating with you all the time, And the more you can tune in with that, the more you're able to ascend and to be able to alleviate a lot of these symptoms. But the symptoms are there because they are here to help us remember that we are lower density at, at first. We are in a lower density at first. And once we are able to recognize that, because we awaken, to this spiritual journey, we realize there is a need for us to let go a lot of this density that we've been holding on to so that we can ascend. It's just like releasing the sandbags off of a balloon, a hot air balloon. You got to let all that stuff go in order for you to go up in the air. You have to let it all go in order to elevate, to be able to experience that beauty of being in, the sky. So when you're ascending, you're going to feel things happen like, you may get aches and pains, a sore throat. You might have itching, scratching. You might have ringing in your ears. You might have, your eyes might water or tear up. You may have like a film you feel like you have over your eyes. You may have a headache. You may have a lot of different types of headaches. They may be sharp pains. They may be dulling pains. That's a lot of times your neurons are opening up passageways that they can reconnect again, and your pineal gland is also being healed. So a lot of these things that are going on are very necessary, and the pain is just there to let you show you and let you know that you are going through a process of healing. Okay, you may have things happening all throughout your body, not just in your brain and your heart. Your heart chakra is going to start getting stimulated. You're going to have pains in your chest. You're going to have pains in your stomach. Even you might have problems going to the bathroom. You might have problems going to the bathroom, or you might have too much going to the bathroom. Okay, and you might have also, like different things come up, toothaches, tooth pain. There's so many things that you can have as far as ascension symptoms are concerned. You might have leg cramps. You might have, I don't know, there's so many things. I've had back aches. I've had problems with my shoulders and arms. I've had neck problems. I've had so many things going on. And they're all temporary until you start to resolve some of these energies in your body that need to be released, okay? So the more you're able to release these negative energies out of your body, and you're able to release the negative energies, you're able to also heal these energies, transmute them, actually is what the word I'm looking for. Transmute these energies into positive energies and higher frequency energies. That will help you on your ascension pathway, okay? And you're going to also do this not only for yourself, but for all of humanity and for your twin flame also. So you're doing this as a collective. And really what we don't seem to realize right away is that we're doing this to help ourselves first so that we can collectively help the planet. All right, so once you start your healing process, you are actually not just healing for your own self, you're healing to help others on the planet. All right, so ascension symptoms, they're no joke. They're very real. They can be painful. They can be stressful. They can be overwhelming at times. Do a lot of self-care to help you out with this. Listen to music. That is a really, really great way to listen to meditation music when you're having these ascension symptoms. That always helps me. When I have my time of the month, it is a really painful thing for me. And so I have to really use some of these meditation practices in order for me to alleviate some of those pains that I'm having, because some things that my body is going through. And so that's one thing that a lot of us as women may have to deal with, and also seek out different herbal remedies that will help with a lot of the symptoms, help to alleviate a lot of the symptoms. I've been going into different types of herbal therapies and seeing what works for me. I like to drink tea. I don't drink coffee anymore. I do drink tea, and I love herbal tea. So that helps me a lot and also keeps my immune system up, okay? It's because you want to make sure your immune system is up so that you don't get, fall prey to a lot of these different illnesses and viruses and diseases that are out there as well. So make sure you're taking your vitamin C, make sure you're taking vitamin D and C. B12 is a good one to help with your energy. Lots of different things that are out there. You can do your research and start to learn how to take care of your body so that when you do have these pains and illnesses, they don't last too long. Okay, and it's not just about physically taking care of yourself, it's about spiritually taking care of yourself, because like I said, the more you're spiritually able to lower erase and to release a lot of these lower frequencies, you're going to rise up and be able to see your body healing naturally, and you won't need a lot of different medicines. You won't have to be taking a lot of pills and a lot of things that might, you know, otherwise hurt your body, because you don't want to have to be relying on pharmaceuticals for the rest of your life. Okay, so just understand that there are ways for you to heal naturally. Okay, and that's something that I would love to go into personally, is holistic medicine, because that is something that I feel will help us as light workers and twin flames to be able to expand our horizon and learn what helps, what there is already in nature that can help us heal. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is the highs and lows. The highs and lows on this journey. Okay, there will be highs and lows on this journey that you'll experience. You and your twin flame are going to be experiencing these things, and a lot of times it's going to be simultaneously. Okay, so these are also energies. Okay, when I'm talking about highs and lows, I am speaking about energies and frequencies that we're going through and experiencing. We might feel fine one minute, and then all of a sudden our body just gets into a slump, and we just feel so groggy and down, and just feel like, you know, something's wrong. You know, you might have just a lot of this pain, like I told you about, and the ascension symptoms that come up, or you might just feel out of it. You might feel energetically out of it, and you just don't feel like doing anything. Give your body enough time to rest, but also realize that you're going through a process of change, and that process is not easy, and change always comes with a little bit of uncomfortability, and that is natural. So you're going to have to learn to adjust. Okay, you're going to have to start to do things in your schedule that makes it easier for you to get through these highs and lows. Eliminate a lot of the things that you know you're doing that are causing you to have these highs and lows, first of all. You know, especially if you're doing things with people who no longer resonate with your journey, then you need to start eliminating some of these toxic, or, you know, just friendships that may not be serving you the way that you thought they were in the past. Okay, there's people that might be needed to be let go of. There are practices and habits, bad habits, you know, you might need to let go of. There's mindsets, there's belief systems we gotta let go of. All these things we're doing to let go of on this journey are just helping us to be able to shed the onion, peel the onion layers back, so that we can become our best version of ourselves. At the core, we have light, we have love. We don't have a lot of these lower dense energies that are making us, you know, feel bad. You know, once you get to a point where you're elevated and ascended, you're not going to feel those bad feelings anymore. You're not going to have depression. You're not going to have anxiety as much. You're not going to have these things as much, because you're learning how to balance your frequencies. And also, another thing that I wanted to give was an example of the game Metal Gear Solid. And I was playing that game in the past. I had someone that I lived with who was a real big game fanatic, and so I got you know, caught up in the whole gaming thing. And so Metal Gear Solid has a character called Snake, and this character in one of the parts of the game had to go to this sine wave computer, a computer that had a sine wave code on it. And so he had to synchronize the sine waves into the point where they matched up. They linked up with each other in order to unlock the code to get to the next part of the game. So that is the same thing you're going through when you're on this journey, especially with your twin flame, because you guys have two different sine waves. Okay, you got one sine wave here on the top, and then you got another one on the bottom, which is your twin flame. Okay, so this sine wave can be going at different speeds, can be at different wavelengths, and so you're going to have to learn how to sync those up. And that's what the whole journey is about, syncing up these sine waves and learning how to make it so that you guys are both doing the same sine wave, and that way you guys are both in union. Okay, so this is part of the journey. This is why we go through this. And so I thought that was a really cool analogy that my angels gave me about this game, that I know a lot of the divine masculines or feminines, if you have played that game before, will know what I'm talking about, or any other game that might have that in there. So matching up your sine wave with your twin flame is really important in learning how to match up your frequencies, your energetic frequencies, to be able to love one another, to be able to get past a lot of the triggers that you are going to experience on this journey. They're bound to happen because you're not on the same wavelength at first. You know, there's several different things that you have to realize are happening on your journey to help you guys get to the point where you're matching up and you're in sync. But right now, you know, that's why you're in separation, because you're not there yet. So you have to learn and love yourself and have compassion for yourself and for your twin, because that process is grueling, is a little difficult, but you're going to be able to make it. And you're getting there every day, little by little, the more you love yourself. And that is the key. Loving yourself is always going to be the key to all of these three different things that I've just shared with you today. Loving yourself is going to always help you to get over the homesickness faster, to get over the ascension symptoms faster, and to get over these highs and lows faster. So just make sure that you're doing everything possible. Today it's Sunday here where I am at, and I am going to go out and have some fun, do some things that I enjoy. And, you know, I'm going to come home and also do more things that I enjoy, you know. So just learn what works for you. Listening to music, whether it's arts and crafts, whether it's going out in nature, that's also something we should all do. You know, maybe one of these days I'll have a session or a video on different types of things you can do to you know, to help you ground yourself and to help heal your different chakras. I've already talked about that in the one video, Separation Sucks, but you know, I want to go into a little more detail because I feel like people don't always know what it is they can do to help raise their vibration. Raising your vibration can be kind of challenging because we're so prone to a lot of these lower frequencies, vibrations, because that's what we were conditioned with as children from our environments, from the people that we were around when we grew up, you know, from all the trials and tribulations that we had, all the traumas from childhood that we had. We carry a lot of this stuff with us, and that's what builds up onto our spiritual layers and keeps us from experiencing our higher selves, okay? So your higher self is always there, but we've been used to blocking it out and to crowding it out with all of this external gunk that we need to shed and get rid of. And that's exactly what the ascension process is all about. Shedding all the gunk so that you can get to the point where you are more aware of your higher self, more able to incorporate your higher self into this physical human body, because your higher self hasn't gone anywhere, okay? Your higher self has always been there in the higher, learning more and more about what, you know, this existence means based on the fact that your higher has chosen to come here and do this, okay? And so once you get to a point where you eliminate all the gunk, you're able to hear your higher self and your spiritual meditation practice. And when you are alone, you're able to hear your higher self talking to you and telling you the things you need to know that work best for you, because each person is tailored differently as far as how well you are able to eliminate things from your body that don't need to be there. As far as like habits, as far as you know, addictions, as far as things that you know you can get rid of that you know that are not serving your highest good. Okay, so I want to leave you guys with that. Hope this wasn't too long of a video. I just wanted to kind of come on here and do this today so that you guys can know that I'm thinking about you. I love you guys so much, and I hope that you guys will continue to watch my videos, to go through and see what videos resonate with you, because there's so much information I've been putting out here. Please share it with others and subscribe and like the videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.